Hello and welcome to Unpreachy, a podcast of homilies and reflections from St. John Chrysostom Parish. Today, Father Tom Mullen reflects on Mark chapter 10, verses 35 to 45, the Gospel reading for Sunday, October 20th, 2024.
Good morning. As I did at the 8 o'clock Mass last week, I'd ask you to join me in a moment of quiet prayer for all those who suffer from violence and war and terrorism around the world, that God will bring some healing and some peace to all of us across the nations. With our Mission Fest Sunday, we're happy to welcome a couple guest speakers after my homily today, so I'll try and keep it short, but it may not be sweet, okay? Aren't you glad that you're not like James and John? I am. I mean, look at those guys, the apostles, huh? Ambitious, competitive, want to get ahead, beat out the other guy, get on the inside track. Good thing we're not like that, isn't it? Some of you may know that when a priest goes to the cemetery for a burial, if you're not being driven by the usher, the funeral director, you have your own car, and it's really great because they go to the lead car, then they put the priest car, then the hearse, and then the family. Second car, you get through all the red lights without any trouble. Well, this past summer, I did a funeral up at St. Elizabeth Church, and we were going to the cemetery, and for whatever reason, the undertaker put my car 6 cars back behind the family. You're racing to keep up. You're trying to get through the red lights. All of a sudden, I realized I really like getting the privilege of being up front there. Yeah, think about that. And think about how many ways you and the good people of our church spoil us priests and give us a lot of privileges. All of a sudden, I heard Jesus say, "It cannot be that way with you." Oh, what do you mean, Lord? I gave my whole life to this stuff. I should have some benefits, shouldn't I? It cannot be that way with you. You can't seek to be the first. You're going to follow the Son of Man. You've got to give your life in service to others. So I guess I had to wake up and say, Lord, this gospel, that you're talking to me? But I don't think he's just talking to me, folks. I think the Lord is also speaking to you. How many times over the course of your work life have you been so busy trying to get a promotion, to step on everybody's in the way, or beat out that sales quota, or want to make sure the boss recognizes you? Oh yeah, there's a lot inside us professionally to want to be the best. How many of our children's coaches basically tell them, winning is the only thing, kick that kid's butt? How many of you parents and grandparents not only encourage your children and grandchildren to be the best they can in whatever skills they have, but you want to push them to make sure that they're the all-star on the baseball team, or the lead singer in the play, or the top of the class in rank? Push, push, push. Get ahead. Be better. Jesus says to us, it cannot be that way with you. Not like James and John trying to get ahead, but like Jesus offering his life in service. The one who will be the greatest, the one who serves the rest. That's what our Mission Sunday and Mission Fest is all about. Come downstairs after Mass, get a little snack, and look at the wonderful ministries in which you have an opportunity to put into practice that call of Jesus to serve others. I know, sad to say, at the next funeral I have, I'm going to be looking for the undertaker to put me up front. Because my heart's not yet fully buying in to what Jesus calls us to be. Maybe your heart is not fully buying in either. But it's a start. To look for ways in which you can put others first. In your family, in our local community, in a larger community of need. That's what Mission Fest is about. It cannot be like James and John among us. May Jesus give us the grace and the courage to be more like him.
Unpreachy is a production of St. John Chrysostom Parish in Wallingford, Pennsylvania. Visit us at sjcparish.org. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. This podcast was produced by Brendan Lorden with music by Skytoes on Upbeat. Thanks for listening. Be well.